Sa inyong lahat, and kami po ay nagagalak na makakasama niyo kami ngayong gabi. This is a Save Angkas Thanksgiving concert po para po sa community ng Angkas, sa lahat po ng sumusuporta sa Angkas, sa aming mga bikers, pamilya po nila, at mga commuters na rin po. Sa lahat rin po na naapektuhan dito po sa mga nangyari ng ilang mga linggo. So we hope to give them something before Christmas, a little bit of paluwag, konting kasiyahan, and ano rin po, sa single voice that we can say para po sa ating mga regulators at sa ating mga powers that people, mga influencers. We've gotten a lot of support from legislators in different sectors of government, also NGOs, and we hope we come together and unite tonight for the Filipino people. We have one voice. The voice is bigyan natin ng pansin ang plight po ng ating mga commuters. Hindi na po para sa mga mayayaman na kaya po mag-grab or mag-kotse, mag-taxi. Doon rin po sa hindi po kayang i-afford yung ganong mahal na transportation option. So ito po yung boses nila. Pakinggan po natin, and hopefully meron pong mangyari after tonight na mabigyan po sila ng pansin. Maraming salamat po.
Sir David?
Alright, so this has been a good year for Angkas. This is the year where nakita natin yung acceptance, yung love ng people for this kind of service. And despite na naka-experience kami ng konting lubak with this TRO ng Supreme Court, we see na yung mga bikers natin safety yan. So babangon yan sa mga lubak na daraanan natin. And since this is a good year, we would like to give back and end this year with a bang, with a Thanksgiving concert, and to shout again how safe the platform is. Yun yung laging binabato sa atin ng government. This is an unsafe mode of transportation. Pero lagi namin sinisigaw rin na ang basis for safety is not the kind of vehicle that you use. But it also depends on the driver that uses the vehicle. At yun yung expertise ni Angkas. No? We are training bikers, we are qualifying them to make sure that they provide a very good and safe service to the people. So again, this is our last hurrah. We would like to shout that Angkas is 99.97 safe. We have that safety record. We are a reliable service, and we can guarantee you that. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir George and Sir David. Siguro last parang insights lang, no? Kasi ang daming nangyari for Angkas since the last few months. So parang, ano ba yung na-foresee natin? How soon do we see a resolution dito sa hiccup na to for Angkas? Kasi hindi naman natin masasabi na talagang monumental yung problem because meron naman mga resolutions in the radar, diba? So how soon ang nakikita natin?
Well, ang aming dasal is ma-resolve po ito, mabigyan ng resolution sa lalong madaling panahon. But there are, I think, several options that have opened up in the past couple of weeks. No? I mean, we filed our comments to the Supreme Court, and we're hopeful that the Supreme Court will, favor talaga the Filipino riding public. But also, there were also announcements coming from the OTR and the regulators that they're willing to go into an open dialogue and discuss how we can really create a regulatory framework for motorcycle taxis. So I think, we're more than hopeful, we're ecstatic, we're happy, and we're happy for our drivers. So this has come a long, long way from where we were, 12 months ago. And I think people are really getting it na. Diba? So malapit na po ito. Konting tiis, konting pasensya, and to the riding public, malapit na po matinggin ang ating mga kahilingan. Maraming salamat.
David, you have something to add?
Alright, ang TRO is temporary restraining order. Let's get it from the word temporary, right? So ito ay pansamantalang lubak lamang. Kami ay, we are very hopeful, and we are faith talagang ito yung pansamantala lamang. And again, yesterday, they opened the discussion for creation of a TWG, para makapag-aralan na talaga ang ganitong klaseng servisyo. So malapit na talaga.
Okay. Kumusta naman yung spirit ng mga drivers natin ngayon since it's Christmas in 3 days? Kumusta naman yung yung moral nila?
hindi ko ba describe yung lungkot na kanilang nadarama. So because of this, yun nga, this lubak na naranasan nila. Talagang for the past 3 months when we went back to operations, grabe yung joy, grabe yung confidence nila. Talagang yun nga, they can now earn a living from this kind of service. Maraming nag-resign sa kanilang trabaho, no? Kasi why would you stay in a minimum wage paying job when you can earn 4 times in a day, no? At hawak mo yung oras mo, hawak mo yung income mo, hawak mo yung sipag, at nakabase yung kita mo dun sa sipag mo. So maraming umalis sa kanilang trabaho, dahil nakita nila na mas marami silang natutulungan at natutulungan din nila ang kapamilya para dito. And weeks before Christmas, kumbaga this is the highest or the happiest day should be, no? Dito sa atin para sa ating mga Pilipino. At hindi nila masiselebrate ito ng grandioso katulad ng kanilang pinapangarap, no? Dahil ayun nga, nawala sila ng income or nagkaroon sila ng takot, no? Para dito. So nakakalungkot talagang isipin na dumating ito sa ganitong panahon. Pero again, we are really hopeful for the new year that there will be something new to offer for them.
Okay. Siguro at this point, since very excited tayo lahat para umattend sa concert mamaya, I'm sure marami sa inyo na may questions for both George and David. So we are opening the floor now for your questions. Okay. Please introduce na lang in the title. Thank you.
Hello, Jam, Philippine Star. You mentioned earlier that Angkas drivers earn more than minimum wage. May I know how much the Angkas driver, your bikers earn on average?
Alright, for our full-time bikers, these are the bikers who runs at least 9 hours. So they earn about 1.6 a day. For our part-timers naman who does 4 hours in a day, they earn from 600 to 800. And that is for part-time work. Even yung part-time workers namin earn more than the minimum wage of about 560 right now.
For 4 hours?
For 4 hours of work.
Wow.
So kahit na ganun lang kaiksi, malaki pa rin ang kita natin dito.
And malinis na yun.
And malinis na yun.
Questions?
Question.
Yes. So, good afternoon, Stanley from Reserve Telephone. We witnessed yung unity ride na nangyari last time. Alam ko lang, how much yung percentage yung purpose na na-achieve ng time na yun? And going to this event, yung ultimate activity na Angkas para tonight, anong gusto natin ma-achieve dito?
Well, ito pong event na to, gusto nating ma-achieve na magsaya po tayo lahat. This is not really a rally. This is more of a Thanksgiving event. For our supporters, and syempre for the media who's been really helping us relay the word. Pasensya na lang po, medyo pagpasensyahan niyo yung setup, hindi ganun ka thought out kasi 4 days po namin in-organize ng concert na to. The Unity Ride, I think, was very successful. It really showed the seriousness of and the commitment of our drivers to make sure that to make sure that they're heard, no, for regulation. You've seen how disciplined the Unity Ride was. They were, and we can really show and make a point that ang Pinoy, pag tinuruan, pag binigyan ng edukasyon, kaya naman po pala eh. Kaya naman pala maging disiplina, kaya maging hardworking, kaya maging committed po dun sa trabaho. There's a lot of, our bikers, the Angkas bikers, is a living example of what Filipinos can achieve, giving the right, framework, the right regulations. And I think that this is a model that we can use for the rest of the country.
You've been already traction, support, and voice galing sa grassroots ng community natin. And how are you turning the table to your advantage?
I think we've had a lot of support from the very beginning. It's just being able to convince the media, convince everyone else to relay that voice. And I think yung po yung naging secret sauce, ika nga, ng Angkas, is to put all of these people together into a proper forum that we can discuss how to go about this legally, properly, and within the framework of the law. So yun po.
One last question lang.
Last question na daw siya.
Regarding to sa previous question ko nung nagkaroon tayo ng PressCon sa Unity Ride, naantig na ba yung damdamin ni evil forces dito kaya nagkaroon sila ng ganitong option na rin?
Si Darth Vader na naman. Well, I don't think it's about good or evil, no? I think lahat po ng panig meron silang hangarin na matino, na tama sa kanilang pananaw. And we respect that. We respect the law. We respect both sides. I think what we need to, where we're coming from is just explaining why this is a necessity. We're not saying that the other side is wrong. We're saying that we need to work together with all sides. So to answer your question, it's really not, for me, it's not about good or evil. It's really about how do we create a unified course of action that will appease all stakeholders, both sides. So sana magkaroon ng handshake si Luke Skywalker at si Darth Vader. Mag-ama naman yung dalawa, di ba?
So in addition to that nga, the goal naman is to be heard now. And yung message na hindi naman negative, no? For the past few days or few weeks, it has all been negative coming from the other side. No? Yesterday we heard something good, which is an open discussion that they are willing to do at TLWG nga. So I think we did that because of the clamor of the people, because of the unity right. Yun yung mga effects na ginawa namin. And finally, we have something good to hold na, or a promise from them moving forward.
Okay.